1.
What is up, everybody? This is Ray, Aaron, and Ruben with Franchise Tag. We got a special edition show for you guys.
He's on the other side.
I guess whatever side he's on, Aaron. I don't know. You always move us around. I have no idea. Today, we got a special episode, though. We're going to be talking about some news, some notes, some starts and sits, and maybe something else. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Ruben, how you been, man? How you been?
Great, as usual.
That's $1 million smile, let me tell you.
Don't do that, Ray.
Aaron, how you been, man?
Been good, dude. Been busy with school. I will graduate on the 23rd of December, so I'm trying to finish all my last stuff.
Look at that. Make sure to drop a congratulations on a job well done for Aaron.
Thanks.
Schools for fools, Aaron. Schools for fools.
It's coming from a dude who has his master's.
I went there for so long. Well, let's just jump right into the news and notes. Let's not beat around the raw bone a little bit. Let's get in there. Today, as of, what is this, Friday at 3 p.m.? What do you got, Aaron? What do you got?
Nothing. Keep talking. I just realized there were a couple questions I wanted to ask Ruben specifically now that he's on the podcast, but we already.
Oh, let's do it. Go ahead.
We already covered that game, but I'll bring it up later.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it now. Shit. All right. So Friday, 3 p.m. here in regular people time. Wherever else you're at, I don't know what time it is, but this is the news we got as of now. Broncos are listing KJ Hamler as out on Sunday. Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton are both questionable. Courtland Sutton's probably going to play illness. Jerry Jeudy, ankle. Do they have anything to play for? What are they going to put him out there for? That'd be stupid, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
What do you think, Rube?
I would agree, you know.
What are they playing for? They're playing to let's ride with Russ? No thanks. Raheem Mostert, finally off of the Miami injury report, so he's probably going to play this week. Trevor Siemian will undergo season-ending oblique surgery. I don't think that really matters. Who gives a shit? No one cares. Justin Fields is a full participant and off of the final injury report. He's going to probably rush for about, 756,000 yards against Green Bay on Sunday.
I called Jalen Hurts or the Eagles for 400, and they got 364. I'm calling 327 total rushing yards.
What about you? What do you think?
I do not think so. You know,
don't think so?
The second half, Green Bay played a lot better than they did in the first half, so they adjusted, and they got used to a running quarterback. So whatever they use for the second half, they're going to use for the whole game.
Maybe it's just that Jalen Hurts got so tired of running away from a whole defense for fucking 2 quarters that they finally was able to keep up with them. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
And Jalen Hurts has weapons.
That's true. He does.
Yeah, he
does. True. We'll see. But I do think that this week Justin Fields is a fine start. Green Bay has shown a complete deficiency in stopping any kind of run whatsoever. So Jerry Jeudy, this is another part of Jerry Jeudy's news. He is back in practice, but I still don't think, why put him in this week? Why? They're not playing for anything. Makes no sense. Jamar Chase trending towards playing this week. He's Zach Taylor is optimistic for him to play. I think he plays.
Jamar Chase, I think he's on a snap count if he does.
Makes sense because they got to have a good playoff push. They're looking like they're running away with that division. That makes sense.
I mean, they're doing okay without him anyways, but he was talking about Jamar Chase. If you listen to his interview talking about his injury, sorry, my stuff's all messed up. Talking about his injury, he's talking about how before they took him out, he was basically just fueled by adrenaline to get through the last few, games or plays or drives of games. So I'd imagine, playoff primer, they're not going to risk making a deep run in the playoffs for them to just win a regular season game when they're still in the hunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, anything to say about that, Rube?
Nah, nope.
Yeah. I think he is on a snap count. I would think, but do you not put him in? If he plays, do you not put him in? We'll talk about it.
I'd pivot for 1 week, but we'll talk about it.
Well, we're gonna get to that game. I want to hear that. I want to talk about that. Najee Harris, oblique, says he'll play against Atlanta. Like we said last week, or I don't know, earlier this week. I don't give a shit what the player says. I want to hear from a coach. But does it even matter? Do you think that with Jaylen Warren coming back, with how good that, I can't remember that other dude's name to save my life, how good that dude looked last
Benny
week?
Snell?
Not Benny. Don't you dare.
Benny Snell.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare bring that name into this hallowed chat. How dare you? Yeah, I guess Benny Snell too. He looked fine. I don't know. Is Najee Harris a smash start this week?
No.
No. No way.
Even against Atlanta, it sucks because Atlanta's defense is trash.
If he wouldn't have hurt his oblique on top of his knee and foot already, then I think yeah. But the sheer fact that it's another new injury that kept him out of the game.
Yeah, and he was starting to look a little more spry. Maybe that foot injury wasn't bothering him so much, but this new injury that just adds another layer to it. It's tough. It's tough. Joe Mixon remains in the concussion protocol as of today. That's crazy.
2 weeks.
Yep.
2 weeks.
And it didn't even look like that was a bad hit.
No, man. That's what they say. Every guy progresses differently through the protocol.
Crazy.
That's also why back in the day, Peyton Manning used to preach, hey, guys, we're not here to pass this or score extremely high numbers and be the smartest people on this test. The baseline concussion test that they take at the beginning of the season. Peyton was basically talking about, hey, let's be stupid here. That way we can get you back early if we need you.
Njoku probably most likely out for week 13. That sucks because I think that he would have
played him anyways.
I would have with
out.
He's out. Okay, he's already been ruled out. Doug Peterson reports that Travis Etienne's foot is good to go for Sunday. He'll play. I think that JaMychal Hasty's still a good stash. A good stash.
Did you say JaMychal Tasty?
JaMychal Tasty, yeah. JaMychal Tasty. That's what we're gonna call him. Michael Carter doubtful. Michael Carter doubtful for week 13.
Michael Carter, yeah, he's not gonna play.
Out.
Yeah,
He's out.
He's out.
Okay, that sucks. That sucks because he's probably the only running back that
Xavier Knight.
I'm not interested in playing him against Minnesota. No one else. All right. Jimmy G hints at a bigger role for Jordan Mason.
That's the running back after Elijah Mitchell, right, Rube?
Yes.
Technically, it would have been their third team running back.
He's Elijah Mitchell now.
That's fair. So, but he was the third team while Elijah was healthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I mean, I can see it.
And that pretty much solidifies all of the news and notes that I have. Other than Aaron Rodgers is going to play against the Bears. I don't know what that really means for you if you're really starting him this week. I don't think so, but still firing up Christian Watson. I think that's a smash play. Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon were both removed from the injury report. I'm trying to think anything else that maybe I'd seen float through. You guys got any other notes that you guys want to talk about?
No, but question. Yeah. What's all the illnesses? What's all these illnesses that's going around the league?
You can't
don't know. Stomach bug or something. It's like the quote unquote flu-like symptoms from what I hear, but just like a 1 or 2 day. I know it started at one team and just took off.
It's been like 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know. They haven't said what it was. No one's really gone. They don't have to go into details. So, but other than that, I got nothing else.
Is CMC good to go? He got a full practice in yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Thursday. Okay.
Debo's questionable. Trent Williams went out in practice today, so he might be questionable as well. So. Tough. So.
I don't. You got to refresh my memory here, Rube, because I don't have like the solid details here. But when Trent Williams is out, do you see a drop in performance from the running backs, or what's that?
From everybody.
Yeah, I don't think that stops you from putting Christian McCaffrey in. I don't think
you play Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
that's no brainer.
But I would say that kind of maybe makes me think twice about Ayuk. Makes me think twice about Debo.
We'll get to it. We'll get
there. What do you say? You want to ask those questions right now, or do you want to wait a little bit? Want to get to it?
Ruben, I'll ask these questions.
Ooh,
Ruben, my good friend Rube. We covered the Jags Lions yesterday or Thursday.
Okay.
So you, being a DeAndre Swift owner, just like me, we're both DeAndre Swift owners, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
However, caveat: I do not own Jamal Williams at the same time on my team.
Okay.
would you hear me out? Are you starting Jamal over DeAndre?
Yes.
Okay. If you didn't have Jamal, would you be willing to start DeAndre over someone like Aaron Jones? I got to look at team construction and close by on names, but over Aaron Jones.
In my current situation, fighting for a playoff spot, I would not start DeAndre Swift.
Not at all. What about over someone like Jeff Wilson?
I would not.
Kyron Williams?
No.
Leonard Fournette?
Maybe.
Okay. So essentially, for you, DeAndre is a basically wait and see, and hopefully, if he's on your bench and goes off, that's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd rather him go off on my bench than me have him in a starting lineup and he plays 20% of the snaps and gets 5 carries and 2 catches.
That's fair. That's fair. Anything to add, Ray?
No, I still think that Swift is probably going to start taking more of that workload from Jay Willie, but we'll see.
I do too, but I'm not playing him this week either, Ruben. All those guys that I named, I would play above him. I just want to get where you were on it. But it scares me too because Jamal Williams is still, as soon as they get inside like the 5-yard line, he's here you go, you're in, you're up. You know what I mean? So hopefully that'll change.
Good. He's been really good doing it.
That'll change. Over under Justin Fields 120 rushing yards against the Packers.
Over.
Under.
Yes, I love this.
I'll take that beer bet any day.
Look. He has a shoulder injury. It only takes one false move, and
that's fair. Fire up David Montgomery. That's my running back start of the week, by the way.
Him as much. Maybe they don't run him as much because of the injury.
Maybe not. Maybe, but
I don't know. To be honest with you, you're putting a lot of faith in the Packers actually making a tackle. I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh,
For sure not.
You're so bad. What do you say? Do you want to get to a quick break and then get into the starts and sits, or what do you feel?
Yeah. One more thing though, real quick. The Ravens Broncos line has moved since we talked about it. It was at 8.5. And now the Ravens are favored by 9.5. So that's a full point swing. Just something to kind of monitor.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, let's hit a quick break and then we'll be back with the Commanders Giants to kick this show off.
Hey everyone. This show is brought to you by Driffel's Jerky. Are you like us and love beef jerky, but hate paying those high prices for subpar meat? Well, at DrifflesJerky.com, they have the money meat.
You said the money meat?
That's right, the money meat. Great tasting beef jerky made from top quality cuts of beef at great prices. Use promo code FranchiseTag to get yourself 10% off on your order today.
That's DRIFFILLS jerky.com. All right, everybody, we are back. Hope you guys enjoyed that sweet, sweet beef jerky commercial. But yeah, you ready to start with the Commanders at the Giants?
A real barn burner.
Oh, it's gonna bring the whole house down.
That's the way to put it.
Up first, as we've said, we have the Washington Commanders at the New York Giants. This game is a 40.5 point over under with the Commanders favored by 2. We'll start on the Commanders side of the ball.
What?
Yeah, we'll start on the Commanders side of the ball. I do not know.
That doesn't make any sense.
I do not know. So, Commander side of the ball.
All right, so I'm going to definitely go. You can't put Scary Terry on the bench right now just because he's so involved. You can't. It's too hard to. The real question here, because I don't think you're starting Tyler Heineke this week, or Taylor Heineke. I always say his name wrong. But I would like to see what you guys felt on Brian Robinson. Or Antonio Gibson's been hurt. He's been on the injury report all week.
The Giants have a pretty good run defense. I would probably play Brian Robinson for the sheer fact that, number one, divisional game, never really know what's going to happen. Number two, Antonio Gibson has been on the injury report all week. But I would play him as flex potential.
I'd start him off with sheer volume, especially if Antonio is out.
Yeah, I haven't seen he's ruled out yet, but I have seen that he's been on the injury report every day of this week. Most likely going to be seeing less snaps this week. So, I mean, I think you have to put Brian Robinson in just for what you said because of sheer volume. I think that his floor is lower this week than what it should be against a worse defense, I guess, as you say. But yeah, I like that start, I guess. On the Giants side of the ball, who you starting?
Saquon and only Saquon.
Yeah, I cannot say anything else other than what Ruben just said.
You're not interested in starting Darius Slayton?
No.
He might not play.
Oh.
Oh, look at there.
He has that illness, I believe. I think it's an illness.
The disease. The
Yeah.
plague.
Yeah.
So, I have the Commanders winning this game.
I don't. The Giants are going to win this game. That's it. The Giants are going to win this game.
I have the Commanders as well.
This is crazy.
All right, so up next we have the Tennessee Titans at the Philadelphia Eagles. This game is a 44-point over-under, and the Eagles are favored by 4.5 as the home team. Tennessee side of the ball, I'm once again starting Derrick Henry from sheer volume perspective, kind of like Brian Robinson, because you obviously don't take Derrick Henry out of your lineup. And against this defense, that's pretty much where the line stops for me.
You're not interested in Ryan Tannehill?
Not
No.
this week.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay. I guarantee that's a question that would have gotten asked is how do you feel about Tannehill this week because he looked fine last week?
Yeah,
But-
not against this defense.
I would agree. I don't like any other piece of this except for maybe Treylon Burks in a 14-man league or above.
I could see that, but yeah, don't let the whole Treylon Burks. He looked good in the box stats fool you. He only got a touchdown because Derrick Henry fumbled at the half-yard line. So
Ain't a lie. On the Eagles side of the ball, pretty straightforward. I don't think there's any kind of like mystery here. Hurts, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. That's the one that I want to get to. Are you still putting him in this week?
why wouldn't you?
Yes. Why not?
I just wanted to know. He's been spotty, scary start. Would you play Devonta Smith over Terry McLaurin?
No.
Okay. Would you play Devonta Smith over, let me think of another name here. Let's say Keenan Allen.
No.
No.
Okay.
You're given sheer volume number ones against the number two. Like, those aren't. Devonta Smith or Jalen Waddle. Devonta Smith or T. Higgins or Tyler Boyd if Jamar Chase is on the field. Like, those are the names that you should be kind of comparing against to that situation.
I feel like you named a lot more names that were better than the names that I listed, but I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but.
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. Miles Sanders. I think he's
Okay, here's one.
Hey.
Devonta Smith or Christian Watson?
Christian Watson.
Okay. So that's kind of where you're at in this one. What about you,
Devon-
Will?
Devonta Smith or Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, sheer volume against the Lions' shaky secondary.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking it because I know that's probably we've listed off a lot of names. I guarantee one of them is going to be in that same category. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
definitely worth
that's
talking
fair.
about.
That's fair. I'm still rolling them out just because of the. I know we're still on the subject, but just because of the sheer big boom potential. If you are a team that is projected to already at the beginning of the week to lose by 15 or more, just throw him in there. He might get you that giant touchdown that you need to flip the script.
The only thing that kind of scares me off of putting Devonta Smith in the lineup is because Tennessee's defense has been looked a lot better in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that really like scares me off of it. I would try and pivot to any of those names we mentioned. I would pivot to those names first. But if
AJ
you're
Brown
outside-
revenge game. They're going to be worried about AJ Brown just lighting them up.
That is true. That is true. I don't know. But I think total Eagles stomp it.
You just think that they stomp them?
They stomp them out.
I think
I agree.
just to put it out there, I would sit Miles Sanders.
That's fair.
Okay.
Tennessee's run defense is like 2 in the league or something like that, 3 in the league, something crazy like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that is
Um,
fair too. And he's kind of spotty, like boom bust, kind of like Devonta Smith is. It's either Jalen Hurts, all Jalen Hurts, or it's all Miles Sanders.
Have we got news that Alvin Kamara is going to play this week? Is he cleared to play?
Don't know, don't care. Saints are dead. He's broke my heart this season.
I don't think he's on the injury report, but
I know he was on the injury report earlier in the week. I don't know if he's still on it. I haven't seen anything else since then.
I haven't seen
Um,
him.
let's say Alvin Kamara does play. Would you play Miles Sanders over Alvin Kamara?
No.
Yes. No.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
Alvin Kamara over.
Yes.
Yeah.
If Alvin Kamara doesn't play and they put Melvin Ingram in, would you play Melvin Ingram or Miles Sanders?
I would,
Number one, there's Melvin Ingram on their team, and number two, I'd be pivoting somewhere else off of the
Yes.
Saints and Eagles completely.
Okay. Just asking questions. That's all.
That's just me. But yeah, I'd be playing. I'd find a pivot somewhere else. I don't know who's out on the waiver wire right now, but
I'd play Karen over.
Say that again, Rube.
I'd play Karen Williams over Miles Sanders.
Yep.
Kyron?
yep,
Yeah.
I would agree.
I think that's a low bar. That's a low bar.
Very low.
I don't know if I have another comp. I would, like, so you would say that you would play AJ Dillon over Miles Sanders this week.
Yes.
I don't know.
Against the bad Bears rush defense with him and Aaron Jones, yes, I would.
That one scares me. I would probably go Miles Sanders. That one scares me.
I wouldn't do it. I would
That's
not.
where the line is, I think. I think that's where the line is.
So we're split. Anyways, yeah, I also have the Eagles winning this game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So does Ruben. All right, up next we have the Seattle Sea Chickens, also known as the Seattle Seahawks, against the Los Angeles Rams in LA with a 41-point over/under, and the Seahawks are favored by 7.
I think that bar is too low.
Wow.
The Rams look bad.
I am gonna go out on a limb here and say I would start Geno Smith.
Oh yeah, I mean you got to start Geno.
I
You
know,
started
right?
everyone from Seattle.
Yeah, Geno, DK,
Agreed.
Tyler Lockett. Now, how do you guys feel about Noah Fant this week?
No.
No.
Okay, just wanted to know. I don't think that I need to see it more, but man, the Rams are so bad right now. They're not going to have Aaron Donald, so
Geno's looking good in general.
I want pieces in the Seattle offensive attack. You could say Ken Walker. Obviously, you're putting him in
Geno Smith or Justin Herbert asking for a friend.
there. Ooh. I'm going Herbert. They're playing him against Vegas. I'm going Herbert.
You have to play Herbert. What are you
I
doing?
know.
You make
I
the-
know. Hey, you want to know Ruben? You want to know the main reason I haven't dropped Geno Smith this year?
Why?
So Ray can't pick him up.
Well, it's too late now. Wouldn't matter.
That's why he's been on my bench for 4 weeks.
Man, it's all good.
But anyways, all right. So Seattle, you're starting obviously Geno, Kenneth Walker, DK, and Tyler Lockett.
And the Seahawks defense.
It's probably fair. Ram side of the ball. I mean, are you confident in anybody?
Akers has been sick. So if Akers don't play, then maybe Karen Williams, but
That's
Yeah.
tough. That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it is tough, and then it's
somebody
one of
got
those
to
things.
score. Somebody got to score.
Or
They're-
technically, nobody has to score.
I mean, yeah,
If we're being
nobody has to
honest.
score that offense.
They're not getting shut out.
Who's their kicker? I'd play their kicker.
No.
It comes down to Kyron Williams and Higbee for me. Higbee is realistically the only viable pass catcher that they have there anymore. But I mean, how viable outside of the Ravens offense, who really has like their number one receiver that's a tight end, the Chiefs, but they have Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean?
In instances where you're thinking about starting Kyron Williams, I think that you have to hear Cam Akers is not going to play. Other than
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
I'm not playing him. No. And I was wrong about Singletary, I guess, because he scored on Thursday. But really, if he didn't score, he had 4 points on the week. So I don't want really any part of this offense outside of Tyler Higbee. And that's even like, that's tough.
Yeah, Tyler Higbee's a tough start for me this week too.
But he has to be good. He has to be good, right?
No.
There's nobody else.
I'm so
Man,
tired of hearing that people have to be good because there's nobody else, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm on this train. They have to be good. I'm gonna get so many points this week," and you don't get shit from it.
You know?
I'm just saying no to say no at this point in time.
All right, yeah. Let's say no.
I'm so scarred and scorned from fantasy football this year that I have no faith in anybody.
It be like that sometimes, man.
It'd be like that. But anyways, all right. I do have Seattle winning this game because, as we've talked about, the Rams just completely suck right now.
I really
up
like
next,
Seattle's defense too. By the way, I really like their defense this week.
they've been on the uptick the last 6 weeks. Up next, we have the Miami Dolphins at Ruben's team, the San Francisco 49ers. This game is a 46.5 point over-under, excuse me. And the Niners are favored by 4.
Ooh.
That's some Tua disrespect.
Ooh.
They're on Ray's side right here.
That's not disrespect. Oh, the Dolphins haven't really played nobody the last 4 or 5 weeks.
That
If
is
you look,
fair. That is
I don't know.
fair.
So on the Dolphins side of the ball, Tyreek, it's Jalen Waddle. You're not taking him out of your lineup. You can't do that ever. You putting Tua in this week?
You have to start Tua there. You have to.
Okay. Asking for a friend, Tua or Kirk Cousins this week?
Tua.
Vikings play.
Tua.
Who do the Vikings play?
They play the Jets.
Jets.
Oh yeah, I'm
Tua.
playing Tua for sure.
I just wanted to know. Those are 2 good defenses.
I'm
Mhm.
playing Tua for sure though.
Well, he's in my lineup, so he's gonna stay there.
Yeah.
Reluct-
All this smack Ray's been talking on Tua, and he's been riding with him all season.
It's not because
Listen,
of him
it
being-
doesn't matter if he can't throw the ball 51 yards. He gets to 49.5 and it peters out. I understand. But when you have Tyreek and Jalen Waddle to catch the ball at 48 yards and run another 30, you're good. You're golden.
Mike Gesicki, you starting him?
No.
No.
Okay.
Consensus.
Raheem Mostert, you putting him in?
No.
He's injured, isn't he?
No, he's back. He's
Good
back.
point.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
Jeff Wilson, you starting him?
No. No way. He might fall in the end zone, but
That's why I'm like, I don't, because there is a trend with Miami right now where Tyreek or Jalen are going down on like the 2 or 3 yard line, and then Jeff Wilson or Raheem Mostert are getting in the end zone. That's what making them viable this whole season. It's not because they're lighting the world on fire. It's because they just keep falling in the end zone because the receivers aren't scoring as many touchdowns as what you thought they would be. I mean, look, Tyreek has what, 3 touchdowns on the season, 4 touchdowns on the season? It's
Something like that.
I think Jeff Wilson is the only starting running back from these 2 that I would be interested in. But I don't know who I would start. I don't. He's at the very bottom of the list of like, hey, this person, or like say Miles Sanders or Jeff Wilson. I'm probably going Miles Sanders. How bad Kamara's been, I would go
Jeff
Kamara.
Wilson or Leonard Fournette?
Leonard Fournette's losing that damn job. This is it. Rachaad White watch. We're done with it. It's Rachaad White's job.
You know, I asked that question, right? I was just waiting to see what you'd say so I could get you trapped.
He's lost the job. It's Rachaad White's job. That's it. It's
Okay.
over.
All right, we'll see. So both receivers and the quarterback from Miami is what we're starting this game.
Yeah.
right.
Agreed. Niners side of the ball. Christian McCaffrey, obviously you fire him up. Don't even need to talk about him.
Mm-hmm. I think
Streaming
that right
Jimmy
now,
this week?
Start everybody.
I think start everybody. I think Jimmy G's a fine start this week. Honestly, if you got to stream a quarterback, he's fine because Miami's going to put up points. I know that San Francisco's defense is good, but that offense that Miami's running right now is so hard to stop. Jimmy G's going to have to be involved. He has to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to bring something else up too, but not from this game, from one we previously talked about. Kittle's going to just blow up this game.
Might be. Yeah, he might go crazy, especially if Debo's like thigh injury starts to, affect him during the game. Oh, Ayuk and Kittle is going to go crazy.
Okay. So then you would start Ayuk this week?
Yes.
Honestly, because Miami's defense has been kind of it's kind of buns, cheeks, you could say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's a good start for everybody.
Yep. I'm going to let Rube pick this game first. Did you have winning, Rube?
Who you got, Ruben? Who you win?
Come on now. I have the Niners winning. Of course. There's
I got
Wow.
Miami winning this game.
oof.
I got Miami winning this game.
Ooh,
This is going to be one of those games that comes down to like Sunday morning for me to choose. Because if you ask me today, I might say Miami. But if you ask me tomorrow, I might say San Francisco. You know what I mean? It's just kind of one of those how I'm feeling at the moments.
Yeah.
I'll ride with the Niners and that defense and Kyle Shanahan to get it done.
All right, well, let's move on to the next game because that game, we beat that game like a dead horse. The Kansas City Chiefs take on the Cincinnati Bengals. This is a 52.5 point over under.
What?
The Chiefs are favored by 2.5 points. This is going to be a good ass game. I'm excited.
We hope. Let's not say that because I remember like for the first 5 weeks of the year, we're like, yeah, this is going to be such a good game. There's a over 50 point over under. And it's like, sucks.
I think it's going to be good. I think it's good. On the Kansas City side of the ball, Ruben, who are you starting?
your usuals, Patty and Kelsey.
You starting Juju?
Sure. Yes. You probably have to start Juju.
Okay. MVS.
No.
No way.
Isaiah Pacheco.
No. Not this
No,
week.
Cincinnati's road is pretty good. I agree.
Not
14-man league and up. Would you start Isaiah Pacheco this?
Yes, you would have no choice.
Okay. That's how I feel. Maybe 12-man, depending on what you got.
Okay. Oh, all right. So, anyways, since we have a dead spot in this air, let's say the Cincinnati Bengals side of the ball. Are you starting Joey B?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Jamar Chase, if he plays, we've already talked about this. I'm on the no fence.
Yes.
Rube's on the yes fence.
I'd put him in.
You start
Ray's on the yes fence. T. Higgins.
Yeah,
I'm always
start
starting
your
T.
studs.
Higgins.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd.
No.
No, not if Chase is back.
If they say he's going to be on a serious snap count and they actually tell you how many snaps he's going to get, whatever you would, let's say 15 snaps. Let's say if they come out and say that, because they were trying to hint at that with like Keenan Allen, maybe they do that with Jamar Chase. I don't know. Would you then start Tyler Boyd?
No.
The more that I think about it, the more I'm starting to be on the yes fence that you start Jamar Chase because they're not very many games back behind KC, and if they can beat them and get the head-to-head and end up tying them on the overall record this season, it's going to work out better for them. So the more I think about it, yes, I'm playing Jamar Chase, and yes, they might say he's on a snap count, but when push comes to shove and he feels like if they ask him mid-game, hey, you feel like you can still go, and he says yes, then okay, they're going to keep him in the game.
And they still fighting for the division because the
That's
Ravens 7-4 as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I can't believe that the Ravens have not already signed Odell. I just can't believe it. It blows my mind.
were they even in consideration for Odell?
No, that's the crazy part. I haven't seen no news about it.
That's the point, though, is Odell has to be like, well, yeah, I'd be even willing to come here.
Give him whatever money he wants.
They're not giving Lamar what he wants. Why are they going to give Odell what he wants? Come on now. You got to pay the quarterback before you just pay some free agent wide receiver coming off ACL.
It's just they.
But according to Ravens fans, like, don't pay Lamar what he wants and get a more well-rounded team. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
How about Sponsorship Ryan? Let's get this squared away.
Yes. Joe Mixon in concussion protocol. Yes, I'm playing.
Part of him as a flex, but I think Mixon plays.
You think he clears the protocol?
Yes.
There's something you got to.
I think he clears tomorrow.
That is probably pretty smart.
Yeah, this is something you're going to have to monitor by Sunday morning. I bet it's going to be a game time decision.
If can't be a game time decision if he doesn't clear protocol.
Can't he clear on Sunday?
Yeah, but it'll be hours before because they have to administer the test to him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you could find out Sunday morning that he is cleared.
Yes. Technically, but chances are it'll be after the morning games start already because you know how they like to be buttholes about stuff like that.
If you don't hear anything back by, let's say
tomorrow evening,
by Saturday, I would plan on flexing him out. I wouldn't leave him in my lineup and then hope because he is part of the late game slot. So,
yep.
Your other options of starting are like, I don't know, maybe
if you're the Mixon owner, just grab P. Ryan and call it a day. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And I would say if you're hell bent on putting Joe Mixon in your lineup, and like you find out that this isn't going to happen, this is where Mark Ingram comes into town. This is where he would come into this situation, because I don't think that Melvin Gordon is going to continue. Or I'm so sorry. Alvin Kamara is going to continue to get rolled out there. I think it's going to be more Mark Ingram.
I don't know. Anyways, I have Kansas City winning this game.
Yeah, I got Kansas City winning this game too.
Same.
Bet. Up next, we have another, should be hopefully a high-scoring game. We have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders with a 50-point over-under, and the Raiders are favored by 1 at home. As Ruben alluded to last game, you start your studs on the Charger side of the ball, so Herbert, Allen, Eckler.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
If you need a flex play, say you were the Mike Williams owner and he has been ruled out again as of Friday, he will be out for the game on Sunday. Do you roll out Josh Palmer or what's his name, DJ Carter?
I'm putting Josh Palmer out there.
Yeah.
I'm finding a way to get him in my lineup because, man, Vegas can't stop anybody. They can't stop nobody. So
That's fair.
fire it up. Especially in DraftKings, I think the
DeAndre Carter, I'm sorry.
Josh Palmer's a great start in DraftKings this week.
Yep. You know who else is probably going to be a great start in DraftKings this week that we can talk about, but I'll give you a sneak preview.
Who's that?
Quez Watkins for the Philadelphia Eagles. Against bad secondaries, he always catches one long touchdown bomb.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about here.
But anyways.
Yeah, I'm definitely rolling Herbert out. Definitely rolling all the studs you talked about. Gerald Everett, probably going to be a great start this week.
I think he's touchdown dependent, but that's
I
just
agree.
me.
Vegas likes to give up touchdowns.
I'm playing the same game. I'm playing Foster Moreau over Gerald Everett.
I kind of like that. I like Foster Moreau. But again, touchdown dependent. But he seems to find the end zone at least once a week.
But he's proven to be the actual number 2 in that offense since.
I was about to say less
Moreau.
mouth beat in Oakland and in San Diego.
Yeah, and I think that this is definitely going to be like an over game. Like I would smash the over on the 50-point over under.
No. So Raiders side of the ball. Anybody streaming Derek Carr
No.
Yes.
Ooh.
against the Chargers defense? If you need a quarterback stream, I think this would be the week.
Yes. I'm a streamer.
Okay.
50
Josh, Josh Jacobs is for sure a smash start.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae is for sure a smash start. And then if you're like me, I think you can play Foster Moreau and be okay.
Yeah, I like Foster Moreau.
Yeah.
And I have the Chargers winning this game.
Rube?
I got the Raiders with the upset.
Damn.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh. I got the Chargers winning this one too. Even though I think somehow Staley will find a way to make us all have our buttholes pucker up because it's bad play calling. But how is this? I thought the Chargers Raiders got flexed into Sunday night. Did they flex that back out?
It might have been flexed, but the way that DraftKings is set up, they haven't moved the game on DraftKings. So we're probably still seeing it. I thought they did get flexed too.
That's what I thought. Because I thought, wasn't it the Broncos and whoever were supposed to be the Sunday night game? But anyways, on here it's showing the Sunday night game is the Indianapolis Colts against the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't think they flexed it.
Oh, they didn't?
I don't think so either.
Well, I would think it would show up on here. I don't think they would that it said.
Could have swore I saw on like the Chargers' actual Twitter account that it said that they had flexed the game. But anyways, long story short, Colts at Cowboys in Arlington, 44.5 point over under. The Cowboys are favored by 10.5 points. Jesus.
That's disrespect.
What is going on? The disrespect. Oh, good gravy, dude.
All right, on the Colts side of the ball, Rube, who you got?
JT only.
You ain't interested in Michael Pittman?
No Michael Pittman, no nobody else. JT.
I like that. And that's all we got to talk about because I don't think that this 10-point line, I think the Dallas covers. Pretty sure.
I don't
Pretty
know
sure.
if Matt Ryan's going to even have a chance to take a drop back.
No.
I don't know how long he's going to be able to stand back there, but it's going to be ugly.
I think JT is even. I wouldn't. Obviously, I'm not flexing on him. He's a weekly start all the time. but I would temper expectations of what JT's going to be.
I agree. To go back to I did a little vetting. Go back to the Chargers. They got flexed for the December 11th game. Not this week. It's next week.
Yeah. On the Dallas side of the ball,
Everyone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Zeke or Pollard.
Pollard.
Correct.
You got to choose one. I would go Pollard as well. He got 18 carries last week. Did you know that?
But I think they ran it like 32 times or something crazy like that.
Yeah, it's
I think
still
so, yeah.
it's still as close to 50-50 as you can get.
Zeke has looked fine the last few weeks. For tight ends, I think Dalton Schultz is probably a very nice play this week. Very nice play. Maybe my start of the week. Maybe.
Mm. Okay.
CeeDee Lamb, clearly starting him.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you rank Dak this week? What do you think he finishes at? Maybe the quarterback
QB7.
5 this week? Ooh, QB7?
That 5 was the first thing that popped in my head. And I was like, nah, I can see probably 5 other people with higher rushing potential. Then I hit 7.
Okay.
Oh, technical difficulties. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
What about you, Rube? What do you think?
I think
Say it one more time.
9th. I think he finishes 9th.
Okay.
Just inside the top 10. All right.
Yeah, I think he's going to be. I think as high as 6 because I think the game gets out of hand too early.
Yeah.
It's definitely
I
going.
mean,
I got Dallas winning this game.
oh,
Yeah.
do we even need to really actually talk?
Dallas winning this game. Surprise.
All right. So Monday Night Football, we have an NFC South divisional matchup. We have the New Orleans Saints at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 40.5-point over/under, and the Bucs are favored by 3.5. No team in this division is over 500. It's crazy. If the Bucs win this game, they'll be at 500.
I don't know how the Saints win this game. I don't know how they would. Their offense has looked so pathetic.
They put famous Jameson.
That's the only way.
I'm not putting Jameson.
They're not going to. They don't want to pay him all the incentives in his contract.
Got to be it, right?
Has to be.
All right. So on the Saints side of the ball, you putting Kamara in?
Yeah. If he's playing, you roll him out there. Yeah.
Chris Olave, is he a weekly start for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How about what's that tight end's name they got? I can't remember his name now.
Juwan Johnson.
Juwan Johnson. Yeah, you putting Juwan Johnson in?
No, I think there's better tight end options this week.
Okay.
It all depends on who you have. And who's
Tyler-
out there.
Tyler Conklin or Juwan Johnson?
Juwan Johnson.
Probably Johnson.
Okay. I'm trying to think of any of the names. Maybe do you put Taysom Hill back in your lineup? Do you put him as your tight end this?
No
way.
No
I don't
way in
think-
hell.
He's been so dependent on just a huge breakout run because he's that good. He's just not that good.
He's not a good quarterback. He's a mediocre tight end. They use him in wildcat situations. They use him in wildcat situations as a running back where he gets a huge lane just because he's a quarterback and can take a snap and it cuts out a half a second of playtime.
I don't even worth the time we're giving him right now.
That's fine.
Probably not. On the Tampa Bay side of the books, you're not starting Andy Dalton. Don't even ask. On the Tampa Bay side of the ball, Chris Godwin, smash.
Yes.
Start.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You starting Mike Evans?
Is Marshawn Lattimore playing?
That's a funny question that you ask because I don't know.
If
If
last
Marshawn-
play, you temper your expectation, but you can't bench him. Like you
If
can't.
Lattimore plays, expect an ejection. That's pretty much it, dude.
You got to.
That's why I asked that question.
Hey, he's been historically bad against Lattimore, though.
I know.
Like bad.
That's why he always gets freaking ejected in the last 4 times they've met.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom Brady, put him in.
Yes.
Probably.
Okay. Tom Brady or Jimmy G this week?
Probably Jimmy, I would say.
I would say Jimmy just because I expect that game to be higher scoring than this one.
This one's probably lopsided. Tom Brady or Gino?
Geno Smith's
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay. I figured that's what the answer was, but I'm assuming again, just questions to be asked. Tom Brady or Derek Carr? And
Derek.
if you went over,
Derek Carr.
okay. I would take Tom Brady, but I'm
Brady's
trying to
living in
think of anything else that-
2019. You know what I'm saying, Rube?
Something else is kind of I can't remember who I wanted to. Is it?
Oh.
Rashad White.
Yeah, I would
That's
definitely
right.
start both running backs.
I would only start Rashad White.
Okay.
I don't know who I'd start because you don't know who's going to get the carries. It might be a 50-50 split.
And that's my thing is if you're the manager who has both of them on one roster, pick who you feel. But if you have only one of the two, I would play both of them.
Okay, I think that's fine. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of comps towards what. Rashad White or DeAndre Swift this week.
White.
Okay, Rashad White or Jamal Williams.
Jamal.
Trying to think anybody else that comes to mind. Rashad White or against a Commanders defense that has been very stout against the run. Saquon.
Barkley?
No way you start him over Saquon.
Very, very stout against the run. Ain't nobody running against
It's
the Commanders.
Saquon.
It's
It's the only option in New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just asking questions. That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Is
I'm
that
not
it?
starting Cameron Brate. I'm not starting the other tight end that I can't remember his name. Don't care. I have the Buccaneers winning this game and going to be the only even team in this division.
Yes.
I agree. Well, guys, you know what time it is.
Starts.
Let's
of
hear
the-
those starts. So, what Rube? First timer. Hello. Well, real show. The other one we did a bonus episode. We'll start with you. What position you want to start with?
Wide receiver. And
All right.
my start of the week for wide receiver is going to be Ayuk. With
Ooh,
Debo
Brandon
in-
Ayuk.
With Debo injured, high over under, you know Miami's going to put up some points.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy's got to throw to somebody.
Okay.
I feel that. Ray, you want to go next?
I'm going to put in Garrett Wilson. He's going to be my start of the week.
Okay. Awesome. My start of the week is going to be Christian Kirk. Kind of like the same reasons Rube said. High over under. Detroit's a bad defense. Trevor Lawrence, as we've seen, has been a lot better as of late. So
Okay.
that's my wide receiver start of the week. Rube, next position. You pick it, man.
Running back.
Running back.
Mine's is.
If you say
Iffy.
Josh
But-
Jacobs, I swear to God.
I'm not saying Josh Jacobs. I'm going to say Samaje P. Ryan if Mixon doesn't pass his concussion protocol.
Okay. Do you have a fallback for if Mixon does pass?
Oh, it's tough out there.
You know what? You can ride with me. You can ride with me and David Montgomery as my running back start of the week against an abysmal Packers defense. Packers team in general. All right. So
All righty.
go ahead, Ray.
Well, look, if you guys are doing that, can I take Aaron Jones this week or is that too high bar? Is
Oh.
that too high bar?
Oh, okay. If that's what you
Latavius
want.
Murray.
Latavius Murray.
Latavius?
Mhm.
Okay.
Only
Okay.
show in town.
Okay.
All right.
Just ridiculous. You guys are just saying, I think Jonathan Taylor's going to have a good week.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, God.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Nick Chubb against the Texans, dude.
Look. But before we say anything else, if you're putting a DraftKings lineup in and you don't have Nick Chubb playing up against Houston's defense, you are a fool. You're a foolish fool. You're asking not to win money. He will
That's
be the
fair.
running back one this week.
Okay. Quarterback position, Ray. Who you got? We'll start with you this time.
I've hemmed, I've hawed, I've thought about it more than I want to think about it, but Jimmy G this week, I think he's going to be too necessary.
Okay. All right, Rip, who you got at quarterback?
You go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead.
You want me to go ahead? My quarterback start of the week is coupled with my wide receiver start of the week, which is Trevor Lawrence from the Jacksonville Jaguars against the Detroit Lions.
I like that.
I am going to go with my start of the week. Y'all might not like it. It's going to be Derek Carr.
Hey, I don't mind that.
It's going to be Derek Carr.
Do you get like when you put that in? Do you get like a vomit bag with you when you said that?
Yes.
That's disgusting. Oh my god!
But Josh Jacobs just killed everybody last week, so he might be more of a focus than Derek Carr this week.
That's fair.
And I think that because Keenan Allen's coming back into the fold, that opens things up for Josh Palmer, Gerald Everett. You know, the Chargers offense looks infinitely better with Keenan Allen in it. So they're going to be scoring a lot of points. And I think you have a good point. I think Derek Carr is going to have to score.
Correct.
Yes.
Or they just don't.
Or they just get the doors blown off and they just lose and get boat raced.
He can just throw it up to Adams and he can come down with a touchdown. And, you know,
that's fair.
Or Foster Moreau. Tight end start of the week. I wonder where Aaron's going to go with this.
I'll go last.
Okay. That's brave of you.
Go ahead.
That's brave of you. What a pioneer. Again, hemmed and hawed, thought about it. Gerald Everett was in consideration because Vegas is so bad against every part of anything. Nobody's playing against Arizona, so I can't take the low-hanging fruit there. But, and I know you're already taking Foster Moreau. I know that's happening, right?
Well, if you want him, take him.
I'm taking Dalton Schultz.
Okay.
Oh, the old Dalton Schultz, huh?
Yeah.
Rube, who you got? You want Travis Kelce this week against the Bengals?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Travis Kelce this week.
I think he's gonna be okay. Yeah.
Usually, you know, a tight end is top 10 if they score a touchdown. And I have a feeling that Jawan Johnson, what's his name again?
Yeah,
that's his name.
Scores this week. I think he scores this week, and if you don't have one of the top end tight ends, he's my start of the week.
To give context to that, the tight end 10 this week had 3 receptions for 37 yards. No touchdown.
Yeah.
Contact.
All right, so my tight end start of the week, as everyone knows, is going to be Foster Monroe of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Did you say Monroe?
Monroe.
You said Monroe.
Maru.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Foster Moreau.
Yeah.
Moreau. I added a few letters in there. And if you guys don't like that one, I'll give you one bonus tight end this week. I think it will be Cincinnati Bengals tight end Hayden Hurst. I think with that high scoring game, he should at least, like Ruben said, fall in the touchdown, fall in the end zone at least once.
Yeah, I like that too. And I think this is too low hanging fruit, I think, at this point. But TJ Hawkinson, he's probably going to have a pretty good week as well.
Stop it.
I think so.
It's way too low hanging fruit. That's way too low hanging fruit. Hey, look, guys, let me just buy this breakable pinata that as soon as you poke it, it breaks and all the candy comes out. That's what you just did, Bray.
Look, I'm not out here just taking all the low hanging fruit.
Hold on. What about Cole Kmet?
No.
He will be necessary.
That is
There's
true.
nobody.
Yes, there's nobody else. But
Who is Phil throw to? That's
I
all
would
you-
play Cole Kmet in DFS. I would play Cole Kmet in DFS.
Ruben, there's something that maybe you need to know is that Cole Kmet, he can only be good if he is not started. That's the only time he can be good.
He's like Kyle Pitts. When he's not in your lineup, he's good. When he is in your lineup, he's a bum.
He's trash.
So
I don't know.
Listen, in no way, shape, or form am I even remotely close to the athletic ability of these people that we judge week in, week out. They're great, but it's fun just to be able to talk shit on people. So streaming defenses, no way you cannot take the Dallas Cowboys. Go ahead, Rube.
Browns.
Okay.
I mean, how is that not low hanging? What do you mean? That's
the same shit.
That's my start of the week.
That's
It's the
ridiculous.
same shit.
I hate this planet.
But the ridiculous would be saying like the 49ers.
No, I don't think that's a good start this week at all.
I think it. You know,
I'm playing the 49ers. I'm letting it roll. Anyways, I have the Ravens against the Broncos. Ravens are my start defense.
You could have picked any one of those teams and it would have been fine. I think for me, Seattle is my defensive start of the week this week. Against the
Okay.
Rams.
I like that pick.
how
Don't mind that one.
what? How is that okay?
What, you just took Cleveland? What do you mean?
You're giving me shit. You took Seattle versus a high school team.
I don't even think.
Hey, I heard they.
Corner team.
I heard they had open tryouts in Las Vegas or in LA like 3 days ago.
Look, that Houston Cleveland game is going to be over in 5 minutes of it starting.
Poor
It's gonna be
Damian
over.
Pierce. The last like 3 weeks, he just disappeared. All of his value just is gone.
Look, Cleveland's going to steamroll them.
Yeah, Cleveland will steamroll them, yes, but you know, as they say, oh well.
Yeah, who knows? Anything else for the greater good there, Rube? Anything else?
Not a thing.
No parting words of wisdom.
No.
Well-
okay. Hey, be sure to move all of your late game players out of your flex or out of your primary spots and into your flex.
Riveting. Anything else, Aaron?
Thanksgiving weekend, I forgot to move my rosters around, and it really hurt.
That's tough. That's
It is
tough.
tough.
That could be tough.
It is tough. No, that is it though. So as always, please go to driftlessjerky.com and use code franchise tag for 10% off of your order. Please join the Discord. Ray was probably messaging somebody back right now because that's all he does. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a life. All he does is worry about being on a cell phone. He's like an insider without being an insider. And then as always, guys, we are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Please hit the thumbs up on the YouTube videos. It really helps us in the YouTube algorithm, helps us grow the channel. Hit the notification bell so you know anytime we drop new content, anytime that we go live. And as always, most importantly, please hit that subscribe button because it helps us out the most. And until next time, we will see you later.